Built as a two-door holiday hardtop coupe, this model is a redesign of the previous gen Cutlass.
It's an Oldmobile 442 W30. It's not a Cutlass. And I've been the owner for about 5.5 years. Original true W30 4-speed car. They only made about 1,200 of them, so who knows how many of them are truly left. Maybe 300 if you're lucky.
Since Andy bought it, the W30 was given a lot of love, not just a breath of new life.
And are you the second, third owner?
I am the 4th owner of this car. I know I've traced it back to the original owner, talked to him, the 2nd owner, and the 3rd owner.
So what history can be said about this one here? When you first got it, was it all just like as you see it now? Or,
no, it was painted. I mean, that's the original color, and it had a one recoat on it from 1983 from the 2nd owner. And then I did some metal work on it, had some busted out rust, and I cleaned all that up and did it myself. And then I blended the paint, and at the point I took it to a restoration shop because I had pulled the engine, redid the engine, transmission, brakes, all that stuff, put new carpet in it, sorted the car out basically, and then I took it to Garner Restoration and they sprayed the car for me, and they did a beautiful job of it. Most people aren't that big Oldsmobile fans. They're mostly Chevy and, you know, Chrysler and Mopar and stuff like that. So when you get a true Oldsmobile fan, they really appreciate the car. It is based on the Cutlass body style, obviously. But most people don't know what a W30 is, and a W30 was a high-performance 442 that had to be special ordered that way. So the carburetor's different than a regular 442. The distributor's different than a 442. The rear end's a different stamping. The transmission all matches. So there's quite a bit to it.
And what's the drivability like with it?
That's great. It's got a little rumble to it, but I mean, this car's, I don't know. You compare that to a Chevelle. These things track better. They got rear and front sway bars that are they just handle better. They're like, they used to call them the gentleman's hot rod. That's what they were referred to back then.
Yeah. And I heard mention about the radiator, if I heard correctly, not being original?
The original radiator's gone, so I bought an aftermarket radiator to make sure it keeps cool.
Yeah. Helps breathe continual life in it, that's for sure.
It sure does.
And what was your first car show you went to with your Oldsmobile?
Probably Hooters over there on Tamiami Trail 5 or 6 years ago. In its rough state, where it still had rust around the lower fenders and the rear quarter panel was ate up pretty good there. But the car only has 63,000 miles, so it's sat for years and years and years. But it's always been a very solid, straight car, never wrecked. Which is, you know, if you're going to buy an old car, find one that's not rusted and not wrecked. Money ahead. Any classic car, if you're in the market for one, find one that's not been wrecked and it's got minimal rust. They all got some, but you're way money ahead. I mean, metal work is expensive. I do all my own stuff other than spray, and I'm doing a car now, a 66, and I'm going to spray. I'm going to do the whole thing myself. I feel confident enough, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. On a personal note, how important is it to have cars like these at shows such as this, whether they're big or small? As car shows evolve, you know, so do the cars themselves. As you see more exotics, you see some fine tuners, and they kind of mix it up here and there.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's a good family event. It brings younger people into older classic car. Face it, I'm a baby boomer. How long are we going to be alive? And then you got to have somebody that's interested in these cars, because they are beautiful, classic design cars. All these 60s cars, but the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the vets. You know, so you bring in a whole new genre of people into the car business, and I think that's a huge plus. I mean, it's important. Little kids, I let them sit in it, whatever they want to do. You know, you got to get them interested. Exactly. Get them off that iPhone.
What's the fastest you've went in the
Top
W30?
speed?
Yep.
Probably 110.
Nice.
It'll go farther than that, but that's fast enough.
Yeah, 100's always good enough, right?
It's a good number. Yeah.
100's always fast.
Yeah, exactly. But it's getting there. It gets there pretty quickly. So that's always fun too. That's the fun part, the acceleration.
Yeah.